What is up, guys? Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It is also the first anniversary of the Chaos Galaxy YouTube channel, so happy birthday to me, sort of. But now, I know I haven't made a video in about 3 weeks, which is awful of me, I know. I was on holiday for 2 weeks, and then I have an excuse for the next week, but I'll tell you that at the end of the video, because I'm sure most of you won't want to hear it. But today is a massive video. It's probably the biggest news I've had about the game since I actually started the game itself. And it's a new type of card that's going to be added to the game. It's like a whole new concept in terms of rules and things and the way you play the game. And they are like resource cards. However, they're not like resource cards at all. You play them in resource zones, but the way you play them is very, very different. They are called Activators. And because I'm the biggest idiot in the world, I made them red. And what I completely forgot is that attachment cards are already red. So well done, Zach, clever you. I'm going to have to change these to orange or purple or something. And here's the first one. It's called Crash Landing. I've got 9 of them to show you today. And the first thing you'll notice about them is that they have this normal text box here like you would expect from a resource card. But then they have this strange dark red one as well, which I do actually need to edit a bit because these are just the sort of prototypes. And it's really hard to read the writing in that box, so I'll need to make it bold or something. But yeah, you play them in resource zones, but you can only play them at a specific time. And this specific time can be during your turn, it can be during your opponent's turn, it can be in between turns. They're really cool, they're crazy. But anyway, I'll just get into some examples of how you use them and show the ones I've got here. They're free, so you don't have to pay stars when you play them. The first one here is called Crash Landing, and this first text box here tells you when to play the card, and then this normal resource card like text box here tells you what it does when you play it. So Crash Landing is quite a simple one. All of these are quite simple really, because I just wanted to make some easy ones to introduce you to the mechanic in the game. And this first box here reads, when your opponent plays a creature, so that's when you play it. So obviously this is going to be one that you play during your opponent's turn, unless they're doing some like weird move where they play one in your turn, which won't happen. But yeah, when your opponent plays a creature, I'll do an example here. So this is your resource zone, and this is your opponent's creature zone. Your opponent is going to go, oh, I'm going to pay 8 stars to play my Orbade Commander. And then you'd say, not so fast. Well, you don't have to say not so fast, but then you would activate your Crash Landing. So bam, it got activated by you playing a creature because what your opponent did just fulfilled the requirements in the dark red text box. And then Crash Landing, when your opponent plays a creature, that creature's power and health are permanently halved. So your opponent go bam, Orbade Commander, and then you go bam, Crash Landing, he's halved its power and health. What you couldn't do though is, your opponent couldn't play a creature, and then they'd say they'd move that creature into a battle zone and attack with you. You couldn't then go, oh yeah, Crash Landing, I'm going to halve your power and health. No, you can't do that, because your opponent didn't just play the creature. And then once you've used this activator, it dies. It's not a permanent resource or anything. You just play them when the card tells you to, you get its ability, and then the card's gone. So hopefully that makes sense to you. It's not that hard to get the hang of. However, there will be some cards that I make later in the game that will be a bit more complicated and harder to get to grips with. But yeah, that's the first one, Crash Landing. If you don't understand the rules, then leave a comment and I'll try and explain it as best I can in the comments below. Next card we have is the card Firewall. Now this is like an exclusive card to Shios creatures, and it reads, when a Shios creature on your planet is attacked, you cancel the attack, and then no Shios creatures on your planet can be attacked for the rest of the turn. So, for example, that you have an Orbade Commander on your planet, and you also have a Meltalon, which is a pretty good setup going on, and then you have a resource zone here, and your opponent attacks your Orbade Commander with something, I don't know what. Then after they say, right, I'm going to attack your Orbade Commander, you'd go, no, I activate my Firewall. So you can't attack him, and then you can't kill any of my other Shios creatures for the turn. And then your Firewall would die, and you'd have used it up. But you'd have saved your Orbade Commander and maybe your Meltalon as well. So Firewall is going to be a really handy card, especially because Shios creatures generally have quite low health, so really good for protecting them. And this will probably make an appearance in the starter deck for Shios that I'm currently working on, and should be ready to show soon. Both of these guys are common so far as well. The next card I have though is a really rare, and I think it's really cool. It's called Beast of the Black Hole, as you can see the glitter there. And this card reads, sorry, this writing is really hard to read because it's green. You probably can't even see that there, but it says, when an opponent's creature attacks your planet. And what I mean by a planet attack is, you know when you have no creatures on your planet and your opponent can just attack you and get points from that? I've changed the name of that to a planet attack, because they are, like, you know, you have no cards on your planet apart from your actual planet card itself, so your opponent will be attacking your planet, and it sort of makes sense. So yeah, when your opponent makes a planet attack, not when your opponent attacks a creature, you couldn't activate this card then, but when your opponent attacks your planet, you kill all creatures on your opponent's planet. So your opponent, this is a really cool one, because your opponent thinks they've got you. You know, let's say if they're playing with the Shios cards now and they're going to attack you with both of them and you've got no defences, they think, right, I've won this game, you know, I'm going to get a load of points here, and then it'll just be an uphill battle for my opponent from there. So they attack your planet with your Meltalon foolishly, and then you go, no, not today, I'm activating my Beast of the Black Hole and killing all your creatures, bye bye. So yeah, Beast of the Black Hole is going to be really, really handy. Okay, next up is another useful card. He's called Star Dealer. He looks like he's trying to sell drugs to kids, but no, he's actually trying to sell stars to you. And he reads, when your opponent cost plays a creature, so that's when they play a creature normally by paying stars. So say they play this Meltalon and they pay 6 stars, then you activate your Star Dealer, and it says you gain stars equal to the stars of the creature. So you'd gain 6 stars because Meltalon, because your opponent just played 6 stars for Meltalon. Next up is a card called, oh yeah, my printer started running out of ink when I printed this one, but don't worry, I'll print them off with better quality another time. I just really needed to get this video out. The next one is called You Should Not Have Done That, and it reads, when a Sindel creature on your planet is killed by an opponent's attack or card ability, you kill 1 card on your opponent's planet. So this is a really cool concept with the activators, because you can sort of like mount them up on top of each other and create like a big snowball effect of activators like piling up. So for example, say you have a demented chicken guy on your planet and your opponent has no creatures, but they just have an upside down realm and a free resource zone. Now this might get a bit complicated. Because your opponent has no creatures on their planet, you're just going to go ahead and attack their planet with a demented chicken guy, which will get you 2 points because he has 160 power. So you attack with demented chicken guy and your opponent goes, no, that's not going to happen today. I'm going to activate my Beast of the Black Hole, which would kill your demented chicken guy. And when your demented chicken guy is killed, you can go, whoa, no, you should not have done that, and play You Should Not Have Done That, which allows you to kill a card on your opponent's planet because your demented chicken guy just got killed. So your opponent plays Beast of the Black Hole, kills demented chicken guy, you play You Shouldn't Have Done That, and then you can kill their upside down realm. Hopefully you followed what I did there. I was activating an activator in response to another activator being played, and you can create these big like chains of them going off, and I think it'd be really fun. Okay, the next card we have is called Planetary Field, and it's probably my favourite artwork out of all the activators I've made at the moment. I've finally mastered how to draw meteors, I think. But anyway, this card reads, when your opponent's turn begins, your opponent cannot attack this turn, which is really good if you're just stalling, trying to wait to get the cards you need. Not much more to say about that. It's also a common. Next one we have, now this is a really interesting one. It's called Activation Activated Activator. And what it does is, when your opponent plays an activator, you kill that activator. So you've just done an all-out attack on your opponent, and your opponent's gone, nah, I'm going to play Beast of the Black Hole and ruin all your plans. And then you go, nah, you're not, I'm sorry, I'm going to play my Activation Activated Activator. So you kill their Beast of the Black Hole, your card's down the planet, and your attack's going to go through. Next one is again one with blue ink, so I was running out, and it's called Emergency Escape Pod. And what this does is, when a creature on your planet dies, you activate Emergency Escape Pod, and then you put that creature back on the top of your galaxy so you can use it again. And it's really good for just protecting those key cards that you need to win games. And then the final card of this video is Dark Void, and this is a rare. And it reads, when your opponent cost plays a creature, so when they play a creature by paying stars for it, you just kill that creature straight up. So if they play a Meltalon or something for 6 stars, you just activate Dark Void and they've completely wasted that. But remember, they have to cosplay it can't be a free play. So yeah, it does have its downside, but I think Dark Void is going to be a really useful card. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, sorry for that glare. Please let me know what you think of these activator cards. Again, I said I will change a few things about them, like the text and the colour of the backgrounds. But let me know if you like the concept in the game, let me know if you think it's too confusing, let me know if you just straight up hate it, and I'll try and make it so everyone likes these cards. And hopefully these are going to make for some really fun battle videos, because I think they were a little bit boring until now. But yeah. Also, yeah, I said I'd mention the Thailand thing. Because I was away for 2 weeks, I said I'd make a Thailand vlog video. However, I spent like 3 days trying to make this video and edit it, and it was just awful. Like, the footage didn't go together and it just looked a complete mess, and I tried to fix it so many times, but it just wasn't working, and it would have been a crappy video. So I don't want to do that to you guys, and I'm just scrapping that video completely and move straight on to this one. And because I didn't have a video planned, I had to make all these cards like when I got back from Thailand, and I was also really busy because I was moving back to London to university, and then I've started work again for university, and it's just all been a bit chaotic. But I've just found the time for this video, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Let me know what you think of Activators, and let me know which one your favourite is, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.